And I'll be right back.
Okay, so did y'all know that the second favorite holiday in the United States is actually Thanksgiving? The first one's Christmas because everyone loves presents and Santa, but my favorite personally is Thanksgiving because of the food. I love to cook, and I've been cooking Thanksgiving myself for the past 5 years. And according to my audience analysis, 13 out of 15 of y'all have made something other than pizza rolls or Hot Pockets. And one of you said no, and Bo said that he cooked eggs once. So I guess you could cook eggs at Thanksgiving, that's cool. But so y'all all could cook Thanksgiving dinner too with a little research. I learned to cook from my mom when I was little and my grandparents, and we watched a lot of Food Network. So I watched Paula Deen a lot, she's my favorite. And this is Bree Drummond, who she's called like the Pioneer Woman, and she has a website, and I have all her cookbooks and everything. She's really cool. But so I'm going to tell you today about the components of what goes into Thanksgiving dinner. So the turkey, the sides, and the dessert. So one more time. Okay. So the first thing you have to think about on Thanksgiving is actually picking your bird. The turkey is my favorite thing to make on Thanksgiving, just because it's the biggest and it's the main part of your meal. And so you have two options. You can either pick a fresh bird or a frozen bird. I always pick a frozen bird because you can get it a couple days ahead of time and you just put it in the fridge to thaw. And you usually want to do about 1 pound per person if y'all are like normal eaters, or 2 pounds if you're like want a lot of leftovers and are really big eaters. And so we usually get like a 20-pound bird. And then you have to prepare the bird. And so this is what it looks like when you take it out of this little wrapper. It looks like a chicken, just a really big chicken. And you have to wash it, and then I make this paste with like a butter and herbs and stuff, and then you put it on there, and you put it in a big old roasting pan, and you put foil over it, and then you put it in the oven, covered in foil for like 2 hours, and then you take it out, and then you baste it with butter every 30 minutes, and this is what it looks like when it's done. It takes about 5 or 6 hours to cook. I usually get up at about 6 o'clock on Thanksgiving morning to start my turkey, and that's me. And you want it to reach 165 degrees on the inside. You put a little thermometer in a little joint right here. And so now we're going to talk about the sides, which are the fun part. Okay, so I like to call this the dressing versus stuffing debate because not a lot of people know the difference between dressing and stuffing. So this is dressing, and what dressing is it's pretty much just bread and a lot of times onions and bell peppers and celery. And you put it in a casserole dish and put it in the oven and just bake it. And it has like chicken broth and a bunch of other stuff in it. It's really good. And then this is stuffing. I don't know why people like stuffing, because you actually put it inside the turkey. You cook it with the turkey, and I feel like that's gross. But a lot of people in the north do stuffing, and a lot of people down south do dressing. And then we have mashed potatoes, and you have to make them fresh. That's the only way you can do them. I like to make mine the day of. You peel them the day of and cut them the day of, and you just have to boil them, and then you just put them in a big old pot, and you have to mash them for a really long time. So they're smooth and creamy, and you put a lot of butter and a lot of cream, and I put cream cheese in mine. It just makes them smoother, but they're really good. And then you have turkey gravy, which you do in the bottom of the big roasting pan that you already made your turkey in. And it's like the fat and like the drippings that the butter dripped off the turkey, and it's just a bunch of cholesterol on the bottom of the pan. And you put some chicken broth and some flour in it, and you just whisk it up and make gravy. And so after you're all full from your dinner and your turkey and your delicious sides, you have dessert. And I usually don't make dessert on Thanksgiving. My grandpa usually does. But the two classic main desserts I think of when I think of Thanksgiving is pumpkin pie and pecan pie. And pumpkin pie is, I don't like pumpkin pie. I don't know if you like pumpkin pie, but it's orange and jelly. And I don't like pumpkin pie. They serve it at school for Thanksgiving dinner. But I like pecan pie just because it's better than pumpkin pie. So today I talked to y'all about the turkey, the sides, and the dessert and Thanksgiving dinner, and I hope I've given you a little better perspective on what your moms and your grandmas and your dads go through when they have to make Thanksgiving dinner for your entire family. Thank you. Was that 5 minutes?
Oh my God.
Ooh. Did that stop recording? All right.
I went 4 minutes. Is it still? Oh.